Graphic designing has evolved as one of the more rewarding professions in the digital domain. While the basic premise involves drawing, designing, modeling, creating, and combining ideas for visually depicting concepts and messages, you require a lot of technical expertise to make it big in the concerned arena. In addition, each of the graphic design kits requires exceptional levels of processing firepower. Besides that, you should also look for portability, as most designers are always on the go. So let's get to the video. Graphic designers often seek desktop-grade performances, and a Lenovo Legion Y540 is one of the few laptops that can live up to the expectations. At the core, you get the powerful Intel Core i7-9750H chipset that comes equipped with hyper-threading technology. Despite the single core, a turbo clock speed of up to 4.5 GHz that can handle almost every graphic designing task with ease, the hyper-threading support also makes the Legion Y540 a great choice when multi-core rendering and gaming activities are concerned. The NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 GPU features the Turing architecture and comes equipped with 4 GB of video RAM. Lenovo concentrates a lot on multitasking and parallel workflows and ensures that you get 24 GB RAM for a lag-free experience. Coming to storage, the dual setup, featuring a 512 GB SSD and a 1TB HDD, works like a charm. While the SSD ensures that the Windows 10 OS, games, and demanding application programs like Photoshop and Illustrator load faster than usual, the 1TB hard disk offers a sizable capacity for storing data, workflows, projects, and other beefy entities. When it comes to the display, you get a 15.6-inch wide-angle screen, featuring a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. Lenovo takes good care of your eyes with the anti-glare panel. When it comes to weight, the laptop is tagged at 5.1 pounds. However, the port arrangement is pretty intuitive, with Legion Y540 making way for USB 3.1, HDMI, Type-C, mini DisplayPort, and a few additional wired and wireless connectivity slots and standards. The existing 57Wh battery offers a 5-hour backup on moderate to heavy usage. The Lenovo Legion Y540 is a class-leading device, best characterized by massive storage and a significant chunk of RAM for avoiding laptop slowdowns. You must be very careful while selecting mid-range notebooks for designing, as you would want to spend the money wisely and based on diverse professional preferences. Therefore, if your requirements are strictly restricted to diverse forms of product graphics, logo designing, UI structuring, and more, the ASUS TUF Dash 15 is the perfect option. When it comes to power, you get a resourceful Intel Core i7-11370H processor. The existing chipset turbo clocks at 4.8 GHz and is ably assisted by the GeForce GTX 1650 GPU, based on the Turing architecture. The powerful processor is the first line of defense against demanding graphic designing apps like Photoshop, but does offload certain tasks to the GPU that is further bolstered by the 4 GB VRAM. Multitasking feels like a charm of this laptop courtesy of the 16 GB RAM. As far as storage is concerned, you get access to a 1TB SSD unit with FC support that can load the Windows 10 Home Edition operating platform and demanding application programs with ease. The 15.6-inch display is all about clarity and precision. Moreover, thin bezels ensure that there is a lot of screen size to work with. ASUS boasts of a cumulative display resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels that further enhance the quality of the IPS display. When it comes to thermals, the ADC cooling tech and the sizable fans are class-leading additions. Besides that, the laptop weighs close to 4.41 pounds and features USB 3.0, 3.1, Type-C and other functional ports, followed by the Wi-Fi 5 connectivity standards. The battery, however, is a middling addition and barely churns out 5 hours, on a single charge. To sum things up, the TUF Dash 15 from ASUS is a performance-oriented machine that doesn't burn a hole in your pocket. A graphic designer who relies heavily on performance despite always being on the move can easily consider the Surface Book 3 for his or her professional tasks. Under the hood, Microsoft has the Intel Core i7-1065G7 processor. Despite being a low-power, graphics-optimized chipset, it can give the likes of H-series SoCs a run for their money, courtesy of the single-core performances. This quad-core processor boasts a turbo clock speed of up to 3.9 GHz, which is more than adequate for raster and vector graphic designing. The existing NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 combined with 4 GB RAM is a decent addition and fits in perfectly if you are looking to work on video editing or bigger projects upon pairing external displays with the highest possible resolutions. The Max-Q GPU is extremely power efficient and keeps heat generation to a minimum, despite demanding graphics-intensive tasks and mid-range gaming. When it comes to the display, the 13.5-inch touchscreen panel might be slightly restrictive for a more expressive graphic designer. However, the tablet-like form factor followed by the stylus supports more than makes up for this minor bottleneck. When it comes to resolution, you get 3000 by 2000 pixels, which add to the visual quality of the laptop. At 3.62 pounds, this is one of the lightest detachable notebooks in the market, featuring a slew of functional ports and connectivity specs, including USB 3.1 Type-A, Type-C, Power Delivery Revision Technology v3.0, Wi-Fi 6, and Bluetooth 5.0. When it comes to battery backup, the keyboard attached unit can go up to 15.5 hours on a single charge. To sum it up, there is no better laptop for graphic design than Surface Book 3 if you are on the lookout for the best possible balance between power and portability. If you have the budget to opt for exceptional aesthetics without compromising a tad bit on processing performances, the Dell XPS 159500 is the notebook to consider. For starters, there is a 10th Gen Intel Core i7-10750H processor at the helm, capable of turbo clocking a speed of up to 5 GHz. Therefore, this laptop is capable of handling any kind of graphics designing workload with ease. In case of highly demanding graphic designing requirements, the CPU offloads certain tasks onto the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650T GPU that comes combined with 4GB VRAM. While the existing graphics process is slightly slower than the 1660T, it is more than adequate for pro-level designing. In terms of RAM support, Dell expectedly offers 16GB, capable of handling multiple workflows and multitasking requirements with ease. The 512GB SSD unit is faster than a conventional HDD and helps minimize the device boot up times considerably. However, it is the masterful display that steals the show, courtesy of the FHD Plus resolution, amounting to 1920 by 1080 pixels. The edge-to-edge paneling ensures that there is a lot of screen real estate for the designers to work with. Besides that, it boasts exceptional color clarity owing to the 100% ARG color gamut, VISA certification, HDR technology, and the 94% DCI-P3 gamut for a better wide-angle viewing experience. From a structural purview, this is one of the sleekest ultrabooks in the market. At almost 4.5 pounds, the laptop also qualifies as portable. When it comes to ports, you get 3 USB Type-C units with 2 being Thunderbolt 3 compatible. Apart from that, it also features other legacy slots, killer Wi-Fi 6, and a diverse array of wired and wireless connectivity schemes. The battery can last up to 12 hours on a single charge. The Razer Blade 15 is one of the most sought-after laptops offered by Razer, courtesy of the brilliant craftsmanship and certainly a more than adequate spec sheet. Under the hood, it features the competent Intel Core i7-10750H processor, capable of reaching turbo clock speeds of up to 5 GHz. As laptop users, you need to understand that a powerful CPU matters the most. Although the H-series chipset outperforms in the given category, it also comes equipped with 6 cores and 12 threads for the more demanding processing jobs. However, it is the memory speed of almost 12 gigabits per second that ensures faster representations. The 6GB VRAM comes into play only if you are working on intricate 3D rendering or planning to connect multiple 4K monitors for a more cohesive professional workflow. When it comes to handling multiple applications and resources at once, the 16GB of RAM support comes in as a handy computing trait. If you are a regular Adobe Photoshop user and looking to work with motion designs, 3D renders, graphic layouts, web designs, and more, the existing RAM allows you to amalgamate diverse platforms at once, without stutters. Storage-based requirements are handled by the 512GB SSD. The 15.6-inch display is a visual treat for the graphic designers, boasting an edge-to-edge panel, 100% sRGB color gamut, and the sharpest possible viewing angles. The port management, however, is pretty intuitive, with Razer making way for Mini DisplayPort, HDMI, and the elusive Thunderbolt 3 slot that allows you to pair external resources and transfer data at almost 40 gigabits per second.